TimmyTechTV's coverage of PAX Prime 2014 brought to you in part by AMD Gaming Evolved and the all-new R9 285. Make your competition green with envy. My name again? Hey guys, Tim here, TimmyTechTV. We're back at PAX 14 with another indie game. This one is Life Goes On, my favorite game from a year ago, as you guys well know. Tell us a little bit about the game in case the viewers haven't seen it before, and who you guys are and what you do.
Sure, so my name is David. I'm the producer of Life Goes On. Life Goes On is a 2D puzzle game where the only way that you can solve the puzzle is by killing your character. So the game started in January 2012 at the Global Game Jam. The theme for the year was the Ouroboros, which is a symbol of a snake eating its own tail. And for us, the kind of theme of a bunch of knights mindlessly running to their deaths just kind of seemed to stick. So that's kind of where the idea came from. And you know, we've been working on it now for about 2 years. We're a team of 4. We got a couple contractors though, helping out with music and a little bit of like GUI work. And yeah, things have been going really well. We released back in April for on Steam for Windows, Mac, and Linux. So you can pick us up for any PC platform. So that's a positive.
And of course, PC Master Race. So, how have things been going? I know you guys released a little while ago. You didn't do Kickstarter, which seems to like kind of buck the trend these days. How's everything been going?
Yeah, so we didn't do Kickstarter because we, I don't know, for us, we didn't really feel it made a lot of sense for the project, right? So when we started out, we started as a hobby. You know, we worked for like a year and a half where it was just like us making a game because we liked it. And people kept telling us they liked it, and so we just kind of kept making it. And when it came down to like, hey, you know, maybe we should start a business, maybe we should start selling the game, we talked about doing a Kickstarter, but where we were in development, we didn't really feel like the value that we could add for the money that we'd be getting from customers would be worth it at all. You know, it would probably end up giving us a little bit of bad will from just being like, take your money, we're not really doing anything with it, you know, buying some licenses and stuff like that. So I don't think that's probably why we didn't end up doing it. And I don't regret the decision. I think a Kickstarter would have helped from a visibility standpoint and helped get us out there a little bit more and it got a little more people to see us. But for the most part, I think we made the right call. I think, you know, we bootstrapped it ourselves. And I think that was a good decision because we had total control of the project and we could kind of adhere to the vision without trying to, you know, pander to whatever anyone, you know, told us to put in the game. So for us, it allowed to keep it kind of cohesive and whole, and I think it created a more tight game experience.
So, like we've been asking everybody this week, what's your favorite board game of all time?
My favorite board game?
Ooh, see, it's sneaky question.
So that is a sneaky question. So there was a game that was made by the makers of Risk and Axis and Allies that is discontinued now, but it was called Shogun.
Shogun, awesome.
And it was
awesomest game ever.
and it was a ton of fun. And it was more strategic and tactical than Risk, but it wasn't as like complex as Axis and Allies. So your game wouldn't last like 2 weeks. But you can still like have a ton of fun. Yeah, I loved Shogun. It was awesome.
So if you guys can find it on eBay, I highly recommend that game as well. It is, if you like Axis and Allies, it's one of the best games ever. So, great answer.
Hey man, that is such a good game. I want them to make it again so bad. Maybe if enough people start like buying it off eBay, trying to get complete sets, it'll come back. So.
Sweet. So we are here with the artist from Life Goes On. Guys, you know I love the artwork in this game, so not many indie booths do I talk to the artist, but this one I had to. So tell us a little bit about who you are and how you came up with kind of the look and feel of Life Goes On.
Oh wow. Okay, I'm Ian Morrison. I'm actually a computing scientist by training. We were all programmers when we got the game jam together, and I was the only one with any art experience, so I just kind of morphed into the role and start basically learning as I went. The style comes about from a lot of experimentation, a little bit of expedience, and just generally I wanted things that moved around and rotated and exploded, and whatever I could get for some extra visual interest. A lot of it is focused around making it read correctly. Early on we had some issues with like players not knowing where the platform ended and the background began and that sort of thing. And so I spent a lot of time trying to make sure that backgrounds were distinct, foreground elements were clear, gameplay elements stood out, that sort of thing.
So guys, this is Tim for TimmyTechTV coming to you again from the Life Goes On booth at PAX 2014. We'll see you guys next time.